Christmas is almost here and I want some Christmas cookies that I can eat. So I'm gonna do a keto, gluten-free gingerbread cookie. And they're super yummy, really crispy. They're a lot lower in sugar and a little higher in fat, but I stay skinny doing that. So we're gonna start off with all the dry ingredients. We're gonna do 2 cups of almond flour. This almond flour is amazing. My daughter turned me onto this. I've been like, no flour for many years. And she's like, Mom, use almond flour. There's calories, of course, but it's super low in carbs. So I'm gonna do 2 cups of this. This is kind of a small bag, so it's kind of hard to get this stuff out, but anyway. All right, no, this is not working. Okay, pow, 2 cups. So now I'm gonna add in the spicy stuff. So I'm gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, 1 1/4 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1 1/4 teaspoons of ginger. Then I've got Yextin gum. Don't even ask me what the heck that is, but it's this. And I'm gonna put 1/2 teaspoon of that, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper. So now we're going to the wet ingredients. We got 5 1/2 tablespoons of butter. I got my power mixer. I'm gonna mix it for 1 1/2 minutes till it's white and fluffy, and I'll show you what it looks like. So here's the whipped up butter. So then I'm gonna take the monk fruit, which is 0 calories in this sugar. It's amazing. So it calls from between 1 to 2/3 cups, and I'm gonna do 1/3. And I might just do like a 1/2 of another third, depending on the consistency, but I'm gonna start out with 1/3. And then I'm gonna do the organic molasses. So it's just 1 1/2 teaspoons. And let's see here. And then we're gonna have to whip this up. Okay, that's all I'm putting in. It totally overflowed. Oh my God, it's so thick. But 1/2 of it's left on the spoon. I'm gonna have to do more. Anyway, I have to whip this for 8 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, this is after 8 minutes of mixing. These cookies are not easy, but they're definitely worth it. And the one thing I didn't tell you is you have to refrigerate the mix for 3 hours or overnight. But I'm finishing this bad boy tonight, so we're gonna be here late tonight. So now I'm gonna add in the egg, mix with my electric mixer, and it says it might look a little weird, so if it looks a little weird, don't worry about it, and then I'm gonna refrigerate it for 3 hours. So now I'm gonna whisk all my dry ingredients together, and then I'm gonna add 1/2 of this in, mix it up, and then the other 1/2 and mix it up. Okay, so I'm gonna knead this, and then I'm gonna kind of fold and squish. Fold and squish. And then I'm gonna put it in a plastic bag, or I could keep it in the bowl and put some saran wrap, but I don't have any saran wrap, so I'm gonna put it in a plastic bag, and I'm gonna refrigerate it for 3 hours because I have to finish these cookies tonight. I didn't realize that I had to do that, so for this video, I've gotta do it for just 3 hours. But if you have overnight and you can do it overnight, I would probably suggest doing it overnight. They might come out a little bit better. So I got the batter out of the refrigerator 3.5 hours later, and I'm rolling it with my wine bottle because I don't own a rolling pin, because I don't really make a lot of cookies. But this is such a cool recipe because the cookies are so low in fat, low in calorie, and really super low in carbs. But so now what I'm gonna do is I rolled it all out, and I'm gonna cut out all my little gingerbread men or women or them. Gender does not matter. So that's what I'm gonna do now, is just cut them all out. So if you want frosting, I'm not gonna have frosting on my cookies. I know they look really cute like that, but I don't care, I'm gonna eat their heads off anyway. So if you want frosting on your cookies, this is what you can do. You can take a couple tablespoons of butter and then a couple tablespoons of maple syrup and mix it up. Then you're gonna put it in a little baggie, nip the end of it off and squeeze it on. So here's the finished product. They came out pretty cute. After I rolled them and cut them out and put them on the parchment paper, I had to freeze them for 10 minutes and then I had to cook them for 10 to 12 on 350 degrees. The thing that I really like about these is that they're only 75 calories, 7 grams of fat, and like 2 grams of carbs. So you can definitely have a couple cookies and it's completely guiltless. But if you're looking for a quicker cookie recipe that's still low fat, low carb, low calorie, go back to my very first video that I did, which was an oatmeal chocolate chip walnut cookie that are those are really yummy. They're super quick and super easy. I mean, you can literally make them in a half hour. And if I were to do anything to make those a little bit better, I would probably add a couple tablespoons of flaxseed. That's what I've been doing. And I do think it helps bind them together. And then this, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's some sort of a gum, and it helps bind things together better for gluten-free, which I always do gluten-free. So hey, you guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. But thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you ring the bell, it'll notify you of all my videos that are uploaded every Tuesday. So have a good night, you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.